of the Rabodirect Pro 12 today, and things don't get any easier for our featured side this season, the Glasgow Warriors, as now they have an away trip against Ospreys at Liberty Stadium. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2, and of course the Rabodirect Pro 12, where we are following the Glasgow Warriors throughout the whole season and to see if they can get some silverware into that gloriously empty cabinet of theirs today. They are away in this dusky night, very dusky night, here at Liberty Stadium to face the Ospreys, who are having a good season so far. It has to be said. They are sitting 4th on the table, but they have a record of a 1 win and 1 loss. They smashed Treviso in round 1 31-5, and then followed that up in round 2 with a narrow loss, going down 14-11 to Ulster, which is very interesting, mind you, as relation to the Warriors. We'll get to that in a second. But they are sitting, as we say, 4th on the table. They have 6 points and they trail the Warriors by just 2 in 4th place. So travelling okay, Ospreys at the moment, but we'll look to this home game to really assert some points into their season. The Glasgow Warriors, as picked by I Love Rugby Challenge, a bit of a user requested lineup for today's game. Everyone except for Vernon. I couldn't leave big Richie Vernon out of the lineup, one of the favoured players going around at the moment for me. And the Warriors, the Glasgow Warriors, we know how well they're going if you tune into the first 2 rounds of the series. They beat Ulster 19 points to 17 in a tight, just sneaky win, and then they really dealt to Scarlets last week, 19 points to 7. So we have a lot of changes, just about the whole team. Not very many players are backing up from last week, and they'll be hoping they can hold on to and even build on that 3rd place they hold at the moment. But the interesting thing between these two teams is the team that beat Ospreys is the team that Glasgow snuck past in round 1. So an interesting comparison there as we head down for kickoff. The pre-match build-up are done and we are ready to get this match underway. It will be the Ospreys in their home kit, the black. Being the home team has forced the Glasgow Warriors to go into the white and blue, and it is kicked off from Bigger and goes down straight to Bishop to clean up the first ball, and Ospreys are off to a flying start. Walker passing it back in field to Allen, and it is all the black of Ospreys at the moment. Coming through their flankers and Jones playing the dummy to Tipperick. Outside it goes to Bigger, who will score the first try for Ospreys. First couple of phases, and we have a game on our hands already. Ospreys lead 5-0, and the Warriors haven't even touched the ball. What an amazing start from Ospreys. They were just onto it, and the Warriors were just at all sorts of trouble. Great break from Tipperick, and then found his first 5. Dan Bigger on his outside, and that was too easy to finish off. Jones, now something we didn't mention, this Ospreys side featuring 4 players, no less than 4 players, with the last name Jones, which is an amazing stat. Wales, you lovely country. So the try scorer, Bigger, is going to have a chance to make it 7 points for the lead. A very quick start for Ospreys. They lead by 5, make it 7 after 4 minutes. A fantastic start, and this is really giving the Warriors a bit of food for thought here already. Just a few minutes into this match, they are back at halfway, 7-0 down and kicking off again. And here is Weir, right on the Rabodirect sticker, kicks off to the left side, as did Ospreys, and it's easily picked up again by the same man, Bishop. Bishop gonna run away, Horn converging on him, gets the pass to his outside, try number 2 for Dirksen. That was too easy off the kickoff, and Ospreys lead 12-0. No defence at all. Dirksen scored the second off the kickoff. Beautiful break, the second of the match for Bishop, and the defence of Horn and Hogg coming across, taking him down, but he had the presence to find his winger on the outside. Dirksen looming, you can see the blonde hair. There he was, too easy. The defence was nowhere near coming back to cover that. And a flying start to this match for Ospreys. 2 tries inside 10 minutes, and they could lead this one by 14-0 after not much. Here it comes. So we'll be inside 10 minutes. Bigger's kick is on the post. It might not get there. It's just nudged wide from the post. And the lead will remain at 12-0. A bit early to say, but that could be a costly miss. As the Glasgow Warriors, wow, where's this come from? They are looking completely out of sorts. Here's Bigger. Oh, here's Ware, wrong team. Ware kicking off. Goes this time to his forwards and taken down from Duncan Jones, the captain. And he's taken in finally some ball here for the Warriors. So they trail by 12-0. Now they get some ball. Ware looking to his outside for Dunbar. He's going to break away. Puts on the fan to Dunbar. That's taken down just 10 metres short. Defence converging on him. Oh, but he's lost the ball. Slow support. And a big tackle from Matawalu. Oh, and this is going to get worse here for the Warriors. Could be a yellow card. It is the halfback, Matawalu's gone. High tackle on his opposite number, Tiboldi. And he's going to see some time in the bin for that. And, wow, that is a real disappointment because they looked all for all money they were going to score. But Dunbar just couldn't get it away. The support for Ospreys far outweighing the Glasgow support. And that is a big wasted chance. They needed that more than anything, the Warriors. Here's the line out for Baldwin. Goes nicely to the front. Flies it out for Bigger. Short ball to his big man running through Evans. Glasgow looking to secure that. Turn it over. Can't do it. And now it's coming to the left side. Cutting back in on Bishop. Bishop has split them in half again. The man is playing the match of his career at the moment.
Release.
The defence hardly coping as Baldwin comes off the back of the ruck. Goes into contact. Glasgow looking for the ball. Nothing there again. Allen, he's going to go for a little bit of a run. Gives it away for Beck. Beck still going. Through about 4 players. Passes it out wide again for Dirksen. Gets away from one man, Vandermeer, who couldn't stop him. And he's gone to ground just inside the 22 and he's lost the ball. Turned over. Maitland away for Swinson. Fusaro looking, keeping the support coming here. It's gone all the way for Dunbar. What's he going to do here? He's kicked it. It might go out on the full. It has. That's a poor judgment. Kick from Dunbar. And but it will see Matawalu back on the field. So a little consolation for the poor kick from Dunbar. A chance again for Ospreys to score some points. And it goes, just taken. Oh, that was close from Tipperick. Looked like it might be nicked, but it hasn't come away. And here comes the drive from Ospreys. It's in there from the number 7, Tipperick, forcing them to get players in there. Now it comes back for Ryan Jones, giving it away to Big Dirksen, who goes over the top of Vandermeer. Matawalu back on the field, gets rid of one man, passes it to Vandermeer. He's going to run, he's going to chip over the top of the defence, and the ball is going to claim nicely from Walker, and a high tackle again, and another yellow card. Oh, massive call from the ref. It looks like Vandermeer might be the one going. If we'll see his number, no, it's not. It's going to be Dunbar. Oh, 2 men in the bin. That is one way to kill your momentum. At least they're not conceding tries, though, Glasgow. And the kick downfield from Bigger goes into touch. And another opportunity after getting some momentum, putting some phases together. They lose the ball again, and Baldwin outside the 22 by a couple of metres. Gets another line out for Tipperick. They go straight out to Bigger. They spread it very fast and very wide. Straight out to Walker. He tries to take on Maitland, who puts a big hit in. And the ball pops back. I don't know how he wasn't penalised for not releasing. Maitland was all over that. And they still come away with the 2 Ospreys. Here's Adam Jones. Puts a big hit in there against his opposite number, Cusack. Big men colliding. Freight train battle. And it's turned over. Here is Horn in the midfield. Horn looking to use the numbers game. Vandermeer ends up with it again. Where's he going to go now? This time he chips again, looking for Ware. The ball bounces nicely, and it's picked up from Walker, giving it to Bishop, who has been an absolute menace. Big tackle there from Vernon, who has picked it up and turned it over in the tackle. Great work from the big number 8. Matawalu, not much to do for him at the moment when he's been on the field. Horn going out wide for Strauss. Maitland, here's a key man. Maitland has to spark something, puts the dummy in. Oh, and throws a miracle ball looking for Matawalu. The halftime buzzer is gone, and it will be thumped into touch from Walker. And we finally have an even match on our hands, but the scorecard is still heavily in favour of Ospreys after that flurry of tries at the start. 12-0 they lead. Glasgow have worked their way back into the match, but it has not been for any reward so far. 12-0 the halftime score, and as you can see by the stats, possession and territory has been all one-way traffic here for Ospreys. 82% is a huge amount, but the Glasgow Warriors are keeping themselves kind of in the match by breaking the line and relieving some pressure. They've made a lot of mistakes on their own part and 2 yellow cards. Well, that is just kicking yourself, just wasting chances. 2 penalty conceded from the high tackles, resulting in 2 yellow cards. That makes up just about half the stats, and they need something bigger in the second half. The Glasgow Warriors, if they're going to get into this match, 12-0 down they are. Still plenty of opportunities to get back in this game. They need to pick up and get some possession. 18% is not enough here. And let's see if they can get back in it. Second half coming right up. The Glasgow Warriors 0, Ospreys 12. So a better second quarter from the Glasgow Warriors. And they are back kicking off at halfway with Ware. And it's a nice kick high up towards his forwards. Maitland comes across, but it is easily claimed by Adam Jones. And Ospreys have the use of the ball for the first time in the second half. They go back to Bigger, who puts a kick over the top, and Hogg has got that all covered. No worries for the fullback. Strauss gets a good short ball. Now they look to attack to the left with Maitland, giving a nice ball off for Van der Merwe. Where can he go here? This time he puts on the grubber kick. Foot race for Van der Merwe. He's put it, he tried to put it ahead again, but it's been dived on nicely from Bishop, who has been one of the better players for the Ospreys side. Trouble for Ospreys here. They're struggling to get out of their goal area, but it is that man Bishop who's given away nicely for Dirksen, who has been the best player on the pinnock, and Hogg puts in a massive tackle, puts him into touch with the assist from Matawalu. But how quickly they looked like they weren't even going to get out of their own goal area, and then they just about streaked away to score a fantastic, what would have been a fantastic try. Line out goes nicely to Matawalu. Crossfield he goes looking for a support. Dunbar converges 2 players and gets the ball away nicely to Ware, who has to throw in a dodgy ball back to Horn. And he takes the tackle to ground just short of halfway. Glasgow with some much needed ball here. Swinson for Kellick. The big man gets the breakaway from Beck. And then a high tackle from Ospreys. Big one from Elwyn Jones. And the ref just lets him go away. 2 yellows for Glasgow in the first half. A high tackle from Elwyn Jones. The ref says nothing. Here's Ware. Puts it to his boot. Thumps it into touch. Not the best kick by any means, but it's still a few extra yards for them as time is ticking on the clock for the Glasgow Warriors. Here's MacArthur going nicely to the front. Matawalu puts out a big ball for Horn. They look to go as wide as quickly as they can. Good ball from Ware. Doubling around. Gives it nicely off to Fusaro. Back inside for Kellick. Oh, and Maitland was in touch. Oh, that is such a disappointing way to finish that play. They were really combining well. Doing a very good job attacking from that set piece. But the final play just wasn't on, and now Baldwin has it just outside his own 22. Going to the front to Elwyn Jones, and now it's popped away. And now they go all the way to that man Bishop, who has been outstanding. They spin it even wider to Bigger. He puts it to the boot, and it's going to bounce just 5 metres out. Maitland's coming back for it. Maitland's in a whole pile of trouble when he's been put down in goal. 5 metre scrum to Ospreys. How quickly that turns around. It looked like the Warriors might be scoring at one end. Next minute, it is scrum for them. 5 minutes out from the Warriors line, but a big hit from the front row has turned the ball over. They need something big here. The Warriors, Horn, taking the tackle to Dunbar. Big ball out wide for Maitland. Where's Maitland going to go? He's just pumped it downfield. He's giving himself the support with his speed and his pace. He's screaming along too, but it's beautifully jumped on from Tipperick, who eventually is allowed to get back up. But oh, that was a good chase. Great ball, and it's been knocked on from Bigger. And we'll go back for the scrum. And this game is not over yet. We haven't seen the Warriors score. But here we go, replay. Great tackle from Matawalu, got beaten on the pass. Definitely took his revenge on that.
Seth.
So scrum inside the 22 for Glasgow. Good shove too, spectacular hit from the Warriors. Here's Matawalu to Horn, going straight and going wide for Vandermeer, the big talented try scorer. Can't get his way through. Matawalu goes back for Ware. Horn in midfield, Horn's knocked it on. In the end, it's Walker who's picked it up, puts on the dummy in the step and gives it to Ryan Jones. And they're still combining here. Great ball out to Beck. Beck breaking away for Walker. He can't get through, and it's still advantage here for Ospreys. Slow ball, advantage is over, and it is Big Duncan Jones, the captain. Oh, and it's another advantage for offside. Not going well here for the Warriors at all. Here's Adam Jones. He goes in this time. His advantage still running. They don't care, the Warriors, because they're going for the ball, and it's been called for offside. Richie Vernon. Time is ticking now for Glasgow. 8 minutes to go. You'd say it's too much for them to come back now in these remaining minutes. Big R kicks it away. Over halfway to the 10-metre line. And Ospreys look like they might have just done enough here with the early tries. Baldwin has another line out. A few of these have come in for Ospreys. Going to Elwyn Jones, the money man, and they drive on it again. This time going nowhere, and it has to come straight out for Jones. Pops a good ball inside for Baldwin. He's still got a man outside him. It is Walker who takes it to ground just inside the 22 of Glasgow. 3 minutes to go. Glasgow maybe now thinking about bonus points. Giving it to Bigger. How do you get that ball out there? Vandermeer on defence has about 6 men to cover as it goes across to Dirksen. High tackle. Oh, that is not the best way to finish for Vandermeer. Amazingly, they could go without scoring any points here. Oh, he's going to line up the kick as Bigger, and this will finish the game, no matter over or not. Unless, of course, it doesn't go out. Dan Bigger, time is up, buzzer goes. Here's the kick to finish the match. It is good. It is good, and it is all over. There will be no points today for the Glasgow Warriors. They have been thumped well and truly. 15-0. No reward for the Warriors. The attack was blunted by some great Ospreys defence, and they are coming away unrewarded. A decent thump at it. They had plenty of chances. They had all the line breaks they could need. The finishing just was not there. The luck was not there. The discipline was definitely not there. And as a result, the points were not there at all. You have to say, though, they're always in that match with Ospreys only getting 12 points. It only take a couple of seconds of brilliance from someone. They could have put that game back in the running. But in the end, 15-0. Glasgow go down 2 tries to 0. Bigger and Dirksen scoring in the first 10 minutes. All 12 points were scored in the first 10 minutes, and then Bigger scored right on full time. So there was pretty much 70 minutes where Glasgow were definitely in the running for points. It was 50-50 really throughout. They had a lot of possession in that second half, but a lot of mistakes and things just not going their way at all. The final stats, you can see they gained a bit more ball, but 75-25. It was all one-sided. Ospreys far too good on the day. And of course, those yellow cards, you don't win too often getting 2 yellow cards. There was 20 minutes with only 14 men on the field and 9 line breaks. The same amount as Ospreys, but they couldn't get it over the line. A very disappointing match for Glasgow, and one they will not want to see again, and they will need to come out firing even bigger next time, because that was just an awful display. Let's go back and see how this shocking match has affected their third spot on the table. We know Ospreys, they'll definitely be moving up above Glasgow now. Let's go check it out. So round 3 is all completed, and of course we go through the fixtures for round 3. There's Ospreys with their good, solid, if not unspectacular, 15-0 win over the Glasgow Warriors. Ulster getting a big win over Munster. Zebre doing the same over Edinburgh. That's a big win for them. Scarlets put a couple together, beating Connacht, and the Dragons go down once again to Cardiff Blues, and Leinster thump Treviso 42-7. That's a hiding. The standings, well, that sees Glasgow of their first loss, puts their points differential to -1 as well, which is very, very bad. Sees them go down to 6th with just their 8 points. Ospreys, on the other hand, they pile all the way up to 15 because they have already played their 4th match as well, which they have won. So big time points for Ospreys. A 5-point win for them there. And of course still no bonus points for Glasgow. And Ospreys, Leinster, Ulster and Zebre, a surprise, and number 4 round out the top spots. Next week, well, some big opportunities for some big points here for Glasgow. They need to tip things up and put some points on against Connacht. It is at Murrayfield, at home for the Warriors, back after that away match where they, well, simply put, they have to score some points. Maybe some changes are in the team. We've seen a lot of changes throughout the first few weeks. And, well, the backline obviously not performing today. May see some changes there. And, well, you'll see that next week. So thank you all for watching. And, of course, don't forget you can always submit your ideas for the squad. We have plenty of players going around. We've just about seen over two full squads in this team so far. So leave them below in the comments if you like, and of course don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss all the other action, and give the video a like if you want to see more series just like this. So thank you, and we'll see you all next time. Until then, take care.